learn about the off-grid lifestyle and to be inspired to live your dreams, click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Hit the bell notification. I really do have the best of both worlds. This is like a camping trip with all the modern conveniences. I'm standing on the back porch in a beautiful day, early morning. The sun, you can see, is rising up over the trees. And I'm cooking bacon for my brunch, breakfast. I do quite a bit of work in the morning, so I don't eat an early breakfast. I kind of eat a later breakfast, so I think it's 9:30 right now. When I say the best of both worlds, you know, we dreamt and dreamt that we would travel the country as nomads. You'll see in my description that Carolyn and I used to be nomads. We hated it. We absolutely hated it. It was miserable trying to find new campgrounds, but this is just perfect. Wow, what a fantastic breakfast. Used to, when Carolyn and I worked at a regular employed shop, we'd only get to eat breakfast on the weekends. I remember one time Carolyn made me breakfast. I was out cutting grass. We had 8 acres, and I would say 5 of it needed to be mowed, so on the weekends, that's what I would have to do. I'd have to mow. When she got done with the breakfast, I was so far away that by the time she caught up with me, the breakfast was cold and she was mad at herself. And even though that Carolyn and I are always busy here, we're always doing something, we do it on our terms. We're very happy, we're very relaxed. I say that, and I think a lot of people just say, oh, that's a cliche thing to say. But I would think that some of you, I don't know how many are left, that remember when I first started the nomadic lifestyle. I was terrible looking. Bags underneath my eyes, just stressed. If a car backfired, I'd probably jump out of my heart. It was terrible. I was just overly worked, overly stressed, just burned out. Life was a burnout. Everything was wrong. But I was making good money. That was the important thing. I had insurance. But I remember one time I had to go to the doctor. The doctor gave me a note and said, don't go to work tomorrow. I went to work to give the note to my boss, and the boss says, you can't take off today. Of course, I was salary, and so I had a vested interest in the company. I just worked non-stop. But now I work on my terms. Don't get me wrong, I work hard, I work a lot, I have to make money, so I still got jobs I have to do. YouTube being one of those jobs, and I know that there are a lot of those trolls out there who think it's ridiculous that you're making money on YouTube. Get a real job. And then, of course, I have my regular business that I run. I do some programming work. I'm not going to get into that. I never really get into it very much. And so I work self-employed. The thing is if everything went wrong right now and I wasn't able to make money with my current revenue source, YouTube isn't going to last forever, you know. I'll do something else. And quite frankly, it's because I'm willing to take risk for my happiness, for my health, for my well-being. I've been self-employed most of my adult life. I recognize that when I went to be a nomad, I was working for an employer. Prior 10 years to that, I was self-employed, ran my own company. I went to major manufacturers, significant manufacturers. I went to Northrop Grumman. I went to a supplier to Boeing. Northrop Grumman is a supplier to the military. I feel like I did really well being self-employed. And again, I was able to work on my own terms. When personal things got in the way, I could reschedule my appointments. I could do things differently. If the weather was bad or if I was sick, I could reschedule appointments. I remember one time I had the flu really bad. My wife was able to fill in for me. She was a partner in my business. She didn't do what I did. She had a different aspect of the business, but she was able to fill in for me. Being self-employed, work on your own terms. And so now I'm working on my own terms and I'm reduced my spending. Makes everything easier because now I don't even have to work that hard at it. I can can food, go out and buy the cheap food, reduce my spending, can it, and if things go bad, I've got 100 days worth of food. I don't have to worry about anything. Of course, then you got your savings account, your retirement plan, you're debt free, so nobody's gonna come and take my property. Oh, what about taxes? My taxes are $25 a year, so I don't have to worry about losing my property there. I can save 25 bucks back, I think. And so when you build up your life to a point where outside influences have no control over you, your life becomes happier. As some of you may know, one of my videos just recently got a complaint filed against it. It's an interesting video. I mean, I really didn't think it was that bad of a video. I didn't even talk, even in my mind, that political or controversial, I guess would be a better word. I was canning pork. In the video, I started talking about people calling me a wimp. And I suggested that these people might be that themselves. You gotta be careful with the words I use. And so I was talking about people with addictions. And I guess YouTube doesn't like the idea that I was criticizing someone who has a disability or a problem or whatever. I guess one of these people who was angry in life reported the video. Of course, the video's totally done for now. It won't ever do anything. And that's sad because it was a canning video. A lot of people could learn from that video. But here's the thing. People that I'm trying to help are the ones that are resisting the help the most. I know that people who want to live this lifestyle are actively pursuing it. I've seen videos of people doing it. I recommended a channel to you recently. They're doing it. I was able to guide them, but they didn't need guiding. I don't know what the right word is. Inspired. Just needed the idea. I don't know. But to me, those folks there, they didn't need a push. They were just looking for something, and they found it. But the people I'm trying to help the most are the ones who don't think they can do it. Who think, oh, I gotta work the rest of my life. All I can do is be angry. I'm just gonna be angry at everything. So when they reported the video, YouTube informed me that there's this report that I had no idea existed, and I was able to find the report, and I found out every one of my videos for the last 3 months has been reported. Every one of them. And they finally got one where I kind of, I guess, messed something up. It's interesting that they want to find a way to hurt me. Instead of improving their lives, they want to, and I've talked about this before, instead of pulling themselves up, like that channel I told you about a while back, they want to drag me down. They want to pull me down to their level, where I'm so miserable. The only thing I can do is get drunk, sit on the computer, and be angry at somebody who is doing something that I want to do. I know this one guy lives in the most beautiful area that I can imagine, lives right on the ocean, works and lives. He can stay there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, living on the ocean. And he is one of the most angry people that I know. And how can you not be happy living right there? You can't see the beauty right in front of your face. They just want to be angry. And so I know that people are going to tell me, oh, don't listen to the trolls, don't ignore the trolls. But the trolls do win. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. And so when they scream loud enough and long enough, they finally get you. They finally find that one thing. It's like you drive 55 miles an hour every day back and forth to work. The cop's there every day and he checks your speed every day, 55 miles an hour. He is looking to get you. He knows that what time you drive by, and every day he's checking. Well, that one day when your wife called and said, I need you home right now. And so instead of 55, you do 61 miles an hour. And they get you that one time. So instead of pulling themselves up and saying, okay, I'm gonna stop drinking today, and I'm gonna start saving some money back. I mean, Rob did it for $4,200. He bought a piece of property, $4,200, and it had a well on it. Instead of me spending hours on end in the evening time trying to get Rob in trouble, I'm going to research to find me a piece of property for $4,200. And so it's better to ruin my life. It's better to shut down my YouTube channel and feel good about it. Can you imagine the sensation he is going to have when he actually gets my YouTube channel pulled down? And then what? So now all these people who want to learn to live off grid, or want to learn how to can food, or want to learn how to build a tiny house, or want to learn how to hook up solar panels, won't have my channel as a resource. So not only did he win, he was capable of dragging anybody else down who wanted to use my channel as a resource to learn anything. To be so angry in life that you can live on the ocean and be so angry that when you get up in the morning, you're cussing all day long at everybody. The thing is these folks seem to have the unique ability to make good people feel bad about themselves. What am I doing wrong? I make a YouTube video, I share it, and I show you how great this lifestyle is right here with the woods, eating breakfast on my porch, raising chickens, making my own food, canning my own food, making my own electricity, not bothering anybody. A rich guy just went to space, made his own rocket, went to space. Wow, how cool is that? Private citizens can now go to space. And although I will never be able to afford it in my lifetime, maybe the prices will come down enough that my children and grandchildren will be able to go into space. One of my lifelong dreams. Man, that is something else. But no, angry people have to criticize it. Did you see that guy's rocket? It looked like a... And I'm not going to explain what it looked like. Can you build a rocket? So instead of trying to aspire to maybe build your own rocket one day or save up enough money to go to space, no, we got to criticize it because I'm jealous. I'm jealous that he got to go. I hope one day I can inspire everybody to really find your dream. Thanks for watching.